Yeah, we're waiting for more people to join in. I'm actually waiting for Rohit to join in. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Hello, Mitab. Hello, Stephanie. Hello, Sanjeev. I'm good, thanks. Hello. Yeah, we can see Rohit joining in. Yes, sir, we'll definitely have you on board. I'm just waiting for Rohit to join in, and then, yes, Rohit is there. Hi, Rohit.
Hi, how are you?
Very well. So, guys, another episode of Conversation with Laika. I have today none other than my colleague, my Laika ambassador, and none other than my brother. Rohit has been my brother since 45 years now. He's my younger brother. We've been
44, 44. Thank you.
All right, sorry. We can change that. No, 45, right? It's 47. Okay, let's not. We'll do this family shit later. Let's
Okay,
be much serious here. So,
okay.
guys, we've been sharing a lot of things since childhood. We've actually shared beds. Just opening that secret to you, we've shared same passion, and we working together. And here we are, Rohit. A very warm welcome to a
Thank you.
very formal conversation today. Just for the
Oh,
viewers who don't know, me and Rohit, we talk about at least 12 to 15 times in a day. And today I spoke to him in the morning and I said that, Rohit, we are not talking today. We're just going to be having a conversation in the evening. So whatever things you have, let's keep it there. All right, Rohit,
yes.
a very warm welcome again.
Thank you. Thank you.
And so to start with, I would let you introduce you or introduce yourself
Oh,
to everybody. Looks like
okay.
you've just gotten up.
That's what everyone keeps saying. No, I've been up.
Hmm.
I've been up for 2 hours now. I slept in the
Really?
day.
Okay.
No, so I'm a photographer.
Hmm.
I'm an educator,
Hmm.
and I've been taking pictures for the last 20, 25 years now. 25
Hmm.
maybe
Hmm.
started in 94, 95.
Hmm.
And I mean, it's always art has always been there in our family. Like
Yeah.
obviously, maybe people don't know.
Yeah.
Our uncle is a celebrated sculptor, and my dad is a artist. My sister is an artist, and
Mm.
obviously Vineet is himself like a photographer. And so for me, it was easier to follow the path really, to
Yeah.
just go down that road because it
Mm.
was already there.
Mm.
And I think, I mean, could be in the genes. I think the sense of art or
Mm.
design was obviously
Mm.
there in the genes a little
Mm.
bit, and then you explore and you see what you want to do. And I did design for a long time before
Mm.
I, jumped into photography, so to say. And
Mm.
now, I mean, and then obviously in 2013, we formed APF because we
Mm.
didn't see really
Yeah.
any other magazine which was, kind of letting or showing great work, which was
Right.
coming out of, various countries, and especially India, and then, I mean, rest is history. I think people
Rohit,
know. Yes.
just to hold your horses, it'll be a very interesting time to tell everybody how the idea of APF magazine came together, because a lot of people have no idea how this came together, apart from me
So,
and you.
so the idea was, initially, we were just thinking, we were sitting, we were like, there's no actual format to showcase the work. There are magazines out there, which they are commercial magazines, which is 50% ads and 50% like almost crap, I would say. I'm sorry to use that
Mm,
word. So
mm,
we thought we need to do this, and we need to give
mm,
it back to at least the people who deserve it, because there is no format where you can share your work with the greats. So the idea was
mm,
that you could have professionals
mm,
and great photographers feature their work alongside somebody who was just upcoming. So
mm,
the idea was born in Vineet, and we formed the magazine. And one day I was actually in the train. I was in
mm.
the train, and Vineet called me, and he's like, "Okay, let's just make a APF street photography group." And I was like, "Really?" And he said, "Yeah, let's just make a Facebook group called APF Street Photography." And I was in the
Mm,
train. I was coming back from Delhi, and I was on my way to Gurgaon.
mm.
And I sat in the train, and I made the group. And we didn't know it'll blow up like that. We had some really good people join us initially, and
Yeah.
obviously they've been there through thick and thin. And we made some
Mm.
amazing friendships over the
Right.
years, and
Yeah.
we met some amazing photographers, and it's been a very successful Touchwood
So
journey.
Rami just wrote that he was on the train too. Yes, Rami, you were right on the train. I think
I
Rami
We
was
were Rami and Michael.
Michael.
We were all toying with this idea, and we were like, okay, let's just do it. And then we
Mm,
asked Michael and Rami, I think almost
mm,
on the same date, like, listen, we are
yeah.
doing this, and you are joining
Mm,
us. And
mm,
they were the first ones to put their hands up and say, yes, let's do it.
mm,
And I think we gave it a lot, and like, everyone has been so kind to us. And I
mm.
would really, I mean, take this opportunity to thank Michael and Rami at that point. And there were a lot
Rohit,
of people.
I think we
Yes,
should, this is actually the right platform to thank so many people who
so many
helped
people.
us
Yes, yeah,
to, be a part of the APF family. And that's how
yeah,
we came in the picture. I think before APF, we were individual photographers. We
right,
were,
right.
and after APF, I think there was a sudden boom of street photography in India. And a lot of people will agree with us. And,
I think that was the beginning of that street photography culture for a lot of
right,
people in India.
right,
They
right,
I think they realized what the form was, what did
mm,
it actually mean, not
right,
just street photography, but like what did
mm,
it actually stand for on a
mm,
global scale. So to give them knowledge, and I
mm.
mean, if you remember, we set the rules very early, and people were not
Yeah.
very happy, not very
Yeah.
happy, like, telling them, okay, I mean, you're not going to put any watermarks, for example, or you can only post one picture. People were not happy. But I
Yeah.
think gradually they all learned. And I
Yeah.
mean, Rami is there. Rami knows how much backlash we got because of
Yeah.
various things that we did. I think,
Yeah.
you
We got to have
we
no
said,
APF in the world also in some parts
yeah,
of
yeah,
country. But eventually,
yeah.
what's happened over the period of time, they all have become a family, a big family. And it's been such a
We've
nice
been,
experience.
it's been
So
a great journey. Yeah.
yes, like you said that we both did street photography we are doing it as a profession. But a lot of viewers who are not listening or who haven't met us in person,
Mm.
just tell us a little about your genre of photography and why did you pick up street photography?
Uh, See, photography today is
Mm,
the most widely spoken language in the world, I would
mm.
say. People,
And also
they're misunderstood,
misread.
misunderstood,
Yes. Yeah.
misunderstood, understood and misunderstood language in the world today.
Mm, mm,
And a lot of people speak that language and understand that language too.
mhm,
So, and in the beginning, see, I would tell you how I started. I'm
mm,
an introvert. I
mm,
mean, if it wasn't for the camera, I don't think I would leave the house. I
mm,
sit at home, and I probably don't step out
mm,
for anything if I didn't have to, really. So it started as a hobby, and
mm,
just to spend time with myself. And then
mm,
it became like kind of interesting. And when once you start getting that intellectual joy,
Mm,
it's kind of it kind of gives you a high, to get
mm,
pictures, to kind of
mm,
discover yourself, really. So for
mm,
me, it was more a journey of discovering myself,
mm,
and the idea was always to steal a moment and
mm,
share it with the world and see if the world also
mm,
sees it like that, or do
mm,
they agree with me, or they don't agree with me,
mm,
and
mm,
I mean, and to create memories. I think
mm,
we both picked up the camera again, so to say,
mm,
after a break from
mm,
college when we had our kids. So it
mm,
became more of, just creating memories. And then,
mm,
if I was able to share my joys or
mm,
failures or regrets,
mm,
because,
mm.
and you feel less lonely if you're taking
But I
pictures. So
also want to tell everybody that it was also a point of dialogue between you and me also.
yeah,
We used to. So everybody, please know that we have this big fascination for sneakers, me and Rohit, and we bond over sneakers a lot. And
yeah,
but apart from sneakers, then photography is another thing which we bond over, and
yeah.
we it is actually we review each other's pictures a lot, and we can, without being scared of telling the truth to each other, we can just say that this works and this doesn't work. So
I think it's, yeah, sorry, go ahead, Nick.
yeah, and I also want to tell everybody to be honest to your own pictures. And if you feel that you have to take a review from somebody, be open about it. And
Yeah,
please take the review very, very positively. It's not a critique, it's a review. And
yeah.
sometimes we get so emotionally attached to our own pictures
Mm,
that we have to take somebody else's opinion, who you feel or who you trust. So I normally
yeah.
ask Rohit if there is some image that, oh, do you think this will work or not? And I think
Mm,
we and Rohit does the same thing. So we take that review and we bond over that. So please find a mentor or please find a friend who you can
mm.
ask about pictures. So,
I think it's very important. It's very important because,
mm,
like you said, we are very emotionally attached to our own pictures.
mm,
Sometimes we don't want to, like, kill our own
mm,
babies, but it's
mm,
important to have a point of view which is not your own, to see it from
mm,
somebody else's eyes, really,
mm,
or to give
mm,
it, or to look at it with fresh eyes. And
mm,
when you point out, oh, this doesn't work, maybe
right.
this would have been better. So you kind of
Mm,
learn from each other, and like you learn from everyone you meet.
mm,
So it's
mm,
important, I think, to take critique the way it's supposed
mm,
to. I mean, don't
mm,
take it
mm,
as
mm,
a harsh criticism of your work.
right.
I mean, if
Yeah.
somebody doesn't like one of your pictures or doesn't like 10 of your pictures, it really doesn't matter.
Doesn't
You
matter.
know,
Yeah.
yeah, it
Mm,
doesn't really matter, as long as you are happy with your work, and
mm,
somebody who's honest with his
mm,
own work and he's giving you
right.
his honest critique. I
Mm,
think you should take
mm,
it. It's very important.
true.
And
True.
people don't take it well sometimes.
And
And
I think Rohit,
it's,
critique is a more harsher word. People should call it review. I feel
yeah,
the minute we say it, critique, it starts with a negative vibe. Let's
yeah,
call it review, everybody. From if you want a review from anybody, just say that, can you please review this picture?
right.
Rather than critique. When the minute you say
Mm.
critique, the person is obviously going to say the downside of the image. All
Yeah,
right,
I
Rohit,
think,
then
yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
Go ahead, go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
Sorry.
Go. No, no, that's okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah,
So everybody, please know this, that we have this habit of butting in each other, and we'll be cutting the conversations a lot.
yeah.
That's brothers for you. Rohit, why why do you take pictures? This is my favorite question. I ask anybody, why do you take?
I just told you. I mean, that was my reason. That's why I started taking pictures, because
Mm,
I was able to connect with myself over any, I
mm,
mean, other than anything else, I was able to
mm,
connect with myself and share
mm,
whatever I had to say. It became a language
mm,
for me, instead
mm,
of
mm,
having words, because I'm not
mm,
good with words. So I started
mm,
taking pictures. It became more of kind of a ritual for me, and it's more of a
mm.
ritual for you. I mean, you
Yeah,
take pictures every day, so
right.
it becomes a ritual. So it started
Mm,
because of that, and then, I
mm.
mean, it's a good habit. So I'm
So,
happy I did that.
so guys, whosoever is listening, we've, you know, we have same parents. We live in same house. We brought up in a same fashion, and our styles are so different.
Hmm.
Rohit, can you elaborate on that? How do we see things differently? People want to know that, how can two friends, when they step out, they want to
Hmm.
take that same question.
Hmm.
Why do we see things differently?
I think everyone has their individual tastes and
Mm-hmm.
individual kind of, uh, I mean, we have the same upbringing, but
Right.
we
That's what
think
I meant.
differently.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Mm.
think differently. Everyone is, I mean, everyone has a very individualistic approach towards different
Mm.
things that they
Mm.
do. Your
Mm.
likes would be different from my likes. It's
Mm.
a
Mm.
it's a bias that we have. I mean,
Mm.
towards things, and
Mm.
uh, we everyone thinks like, if you're brothers or even twins. I mean, I have
Mm.
twins, so I know how different
Mm.
people can be. So
Mm.
I think it's very important to have your own individual style. I mean,
Mm.
I wouldn't say style. Style comes much later, but you have to
Mm.
have your own voice. If you have your own
Mm.
voice, I think that's very
Mm.
important. My voice is not your voice, and your voice can't
Right.
be my voice. If
True.
if I step out today,
Mm.
I see things very differently than you would see, and I'm surprised
Right.
sometimes, and like, oh, I didn't see that, or
Mm.
I don't see
Mm.
it like that. And I
Right.
mean, everyone sees very differently. It's important,
Mm.
but it's important to have your own voice in
Right.
today's world. Otherwise,
So,
you'll be just copycat.
right. Yeah,
Yeah,
we've made it very sure that we are going the different path. But it
yeah.
was not planned that way. We weren't
No,
planning something like that. That
no,
okay, I'm doing this and you're doing that. Now,
no.
I've also seen like it or people also know it. I don't do monochrome. I've done
Yeah.
monochrome for a year, but I
Mm,
don't
mm,
really fancy doing monochrome photography, or
mm,
I don't
mm,
like doing black and white photography.
mm,
Your photographs, I really enjoy the black and white feel of it.
mm,
There's a underlined, a statement in those
mm,
pictures.
mm, mm.
Why do you really fancy that black and white picture? Or is it a take in that particular moment that you decide that you want to make this image a black and white, or you see the image black and white at that time?
I mean, to start with, I see in black and white sometimes, and
Mm-hmm.
sometimes the idea is,
Mm-hmm.
see, for me, my inspiration is Henri Cartier-Bresson. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he only took black and white pictures.
Mm-hmm.
I am fascinated by his work. He's one of my biggest inspirations, and I'm sure he's the biggest inspiration for a lot of people. But
Mm-hmm.
seeing his black and whites, it really inspires me. It takes me to a
Mm-hmm.
different kind of like different place. It's an emotion. It's an emotional connect that I have with black and white. So
Mm-hmm.
time and again, I would take black and white pictures. It's nothing. I don't plan it. I don't kind of think, oh, and I've done this in the past where I've
Mm-hmm.
for an entire year, and you've done that too as an exercise
Mm-hmm.
when we took just black and white
Mm-hmm.
pictures in different
Right.
years, not the same
Right.
years, but
Yeah.
it's more of a self-discovery, I would say, just to
Mm.
discover yourself, or maybe see things differently, because you
Right.
look at values very differently when you're taking pictures in black and white. You look at
Right.
reds and gray. I mean, red becomes
Mm.
gray, and a
So,
different tone of gray, so becomes different values.
so let me take this liberty. A lot
Mm,
of times, we read this. We've had this discussion a lot of times that there
mm,
is a certain mood of the
mm,
frame.
mm.
What is that mood per se? Why do photographers say, "Oh, I love the mood of that frame"? How do you describe the mood?
See, if
Like we say,
when
okay,
I
let
say,
me
mm,
let
mhm,
me just make this question. I know you've got the question, but let me make this question very easy for the viewers. That
mm,
there's a there's a pitch of the song. We like
mm,
listening to songs. Sometimes we're
mm,
listening to loud music. Sometimes there's a sober music, and
mm,
sometimes there's Sufi. So
mm,
even in photographs, there's
mm.
an underlying music. There are underlying lyrics of the photographs.
There are
How
notes,
do
yes.
we yes? How do
Mm.
we discover those notes in a picture?
I think you learn to look into pictures, not
Hmm.
just look at pictures. You
Right,
over a period of time,
right.
because you're seeing so many pictures, we tend to
Mm,
just look at pictures. But when you
mm,
look into pictures, you
mm,
discover something
mm,
about that photograph or that place or that
mm,
photographer.
mm,
So you
mm,
discover, and mood depends on your kind of understanding of the language too, how
mm,
visually literate you are. I mean,
mm,
I might not understand modern art as much as
mm,
somebody else who's
mm,
probably studied it for much longer than I have.
mm, mm,
I it's a matter of taste. So it becomes like, you discover mood,
mm.
and different moods for different people. I mean,
Right.
you might have a different emotional connect with that
Mm,
same frame
mm,
that I have.
right.
Blue might mean something else to you, and blue might
Yeah.
mean something else to me. So it's kind of,
Yeah.
again, it's a bias. You look at things so differently, and
Mm.
you bring in your own kind of, you're imposing your own kind of knowledge, subconscious and conscious knowledge to the picture,
Mm.
and you're
So
looking at a different mood.
you're saying that when I look at a picture, it's
Mm.
actually the viewer also putting his own personal
Absolutely.
inputs in the frame. So when the
Absolutely.
so a photographer takes it,
Mm.
his work is done after the photograph is taken,
Yes.
and how the
Yes.
viewer reads it,
Mm.
he is really a important part. So
Absolutely.
I would take this liberty and also tell our viewers that the job of a photograph is a dialogue. We
Mm.
have to read the picture. So
Absolutely.
it is, you have to be visually literate also about a picture, because you have to understand what is the thought process going behind the image that is
Mm.
making that picture. All right,
Mm.
so Rohit, well answered. And let me just take another opportunity and ask you, why did you
Mm.
pick up Leica? God's been kind, and I think both of us are the only Leica ambassadors from India. So I
Mm.
want to ask you, why did
Mm.
you pick up Leica?
Mm. So when I picked up Leica, for the fact that it slows you down. We are
Yeah.
used to taking so many pictures and
Mm,
seeing so many pictures, and Leica
mm,
kind of, it has that, it kind of slows you down because you
mm,
you think and you take pictures. It
mm,
takes you to your film days where you had to
mm.
think about each and every shot that you made, and not just
Right.
go snap, like a snapshot effect.
Yeah.
You're not
Yeah.
taking pictures like cut, cut, cut. You're not
Mm,
taking, you slow down. You think before you take a picture. You're not
mm.
thinking during taking that picture, but you think about it before you take a picture. So
Right.
it slows you down. I mean, it's a very, and I love the aesthetic values. I mean,
Yeah.
the way the picture looks,
True.
the rawness of the
Mm,
grain, that
mm.
only a Leica can
I
produce.
think, yeah, only Leica users can know that the minute they look at
It's
it, there's a Leica feel to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and and
And
and and the minimalist design,
mm,
it's intuitive, it's small,
mm,
especially for street.
mm,
When you go in
mm,
close, the M bodies are so small
mm,
and
mm.
so compact that you can go so close, and you know how
Mm.
close we go. So if
Right.
it's a big camera, if it's a
Mm,
DSLR or even
mm,
a mirrorless,
mm,
I,
mm,
I think it doesn't, I mean, you can go really close, especially with the length that we use at 28. It's
mm,
a really small lens, so we can go really
mm,
close, and
mm,
it feels solid in the hand. I don't like the feel of plastic. I mean, the brass feels solid in your hand when you hang it
mm,
also. If you
mm.
don't like your tool, I mean, I think we've discussed this a lot. If and
Yeah,
I
but the whole
know.
thing is, Rohit, you're forgetting that
Mm,
this is what happens with a picture also. We know
mm,
what happened before we are taking it and what is
mm,
happening, and then we take a shot. So
mm.
people don't know that we talk about these things every day.
Sorry.
So
I know.
you
Yeah.
have to
So
tell them.
if you're missing something in between,
Mm,
it's
mm,
just part of a conversation that we keep having. We have a lot of
mm.
conversations, and some of them are not about art or photography. We talk a lot of shit too, but I mean, if you don't like the tool, and it's
Mm,
nothing. I mean, you might like another camera. That's okay.
mm, mm,
If you don't like the tool, it's very difficult. It's
mm,
like, I know that I mean, the typewriters don't write stories, but having
mm,
a good typewriter, it
mm,
kind of puts you in that mood. Like
mm.
a kind of puts you in the mood to take pictures. It
So
becomes
so
such an
like
extension of your.
Leica forces you to take pictures.
It it doesn't force you, but it inspires you. It inspires
All
you.
right. Okay.
That German that design or machinery. It kind of inspires you to take pictures,
Hmm.
I would say.
So, coming from inspiration, what
Mm.
inspires you? Who is your inspiration?
Like I said, it's Henri
Hmm.
Cartier-Bresson. I mean,
Hmm.
in photographers,
I was so wishing you'll take my name, but it's okay. Maybe next time.
we will, yeah, maybe next time. You didn't
After the
pay me
call.
enough. You didn't pay me enough.
After the
So,
call.
so no, but honestly speaking, obviously
Hmm.
you inspire a lot of people, and you obviously inspired me as well. And I look up to your pictures, and I learn a lot, and we learn
Hmm.
a lot
Yeah, we learn from each other.
from,
That's the hope.
and we also learned a lot from paintings. We studied painting,
True.
both of us studied
True.
paintings, and so but when it comes to photography, I learned a lot from Bresson and studying his works, and the
Right.
way, and his
Hmm.
thought process also, not just his pictures,
mm,
his thought process, how
mm,
he looked at things, how he kind of experienced life, or
mm,
his vision, maybe, how he
mm.
had always had something to say with his pictures,
Right.
without,
This is
but
a
in a very
very
subtle way.
Rohit, I think you
Mm,
said a very nice thing which has to be
mm,
elaborated a little bit.
mm,
Now, everybody who steps out, stop seeing things, start
mm,
looking at things, which is very,
mm,
very important. That will
mm,
make frames, or try connecting with something which
mm,
is, happening. So, photograph is something, moments are happening in outside, and
mm,
something is happening inside when you press the
mm,
shutter. So that
mm.
is very important, viewers.
I,
Please understand and make short. Sorry.
I
Yeah,
think
go
I
ahead.
think I think we overlook things. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Mm,
important not to overlook. Like a child who goes out and sees everything with so much of,
mm,
like, there's a
mm,
novelty to everything he sees. I
yeah.
think that's what is important when you're doing street photography. Look at everything with that kid's eyes. That, oh,
Mm.
like, we are not, like, if you go on the same road again and again, sometimes you feel, oh, I've done this. I've gone to Old Delhi 100 times. I've gone to Varanasi 100 times.
You
But
know,
look at it with novelty.
I can't resist asking you this. There was a
Hmm.
line that, Rohit,
Hmm.
are you reading your answers? Guys, can you just send a question and I ask him? There is nothing like reading the answers. We trust me. I don't even want to use that word, that trust us. You ask anything, and we can change the topic. You
Please
want me
feel.
to ask about shoes? We can just talk about shoes right in a go. But
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right. So well answered about your inspiration, Rohit. Now,
Hmm.
we are living in very testing
Hmm.
times.
Hmm.
Things are not as we
Hmm.
plan to be, and
Hmm.
uh, we are still, a lot of us are blessed to be in a place that we can have conversations. We are talking.
Hmm.
Any suggestion for people or photographers, our fellow photographers, to do in during lockdown?
I
What
think
should they do?
I think it's a time to look inwards.
Mm,
What
mm,
is happening in the world. It's really sad, and we don't know
mm,
what is going
mm.
to happen to the world. And we've
Yeah,
had this discussion, and we've had this
yeah,
discussion with a lot of other photographers as well.
right.
It's a time to look inwards, and if you want to create pictures, if you feel like creating pictures,
Mm,
you can create pictures at your home. And
right.
that's, if that is something that you want to do.
Mm,
What I'm doing right now is backing up. I haven't
mm,
backed up my work for a long time, so I'm backing up.
mm,
I'm
mm,
looking at my old works. I
mm,
am kind of, uh, you know, I'm seeing where do I go from here? Like, kind of having those kind of conversations with yourself. And
mm,
do I want to update my website?
mm,
And
mm,
we've had a lot of our friends ask us, like, what do we do? Do we update our website? Is it a good
mm,
time? there's
mm.
there's always a good time to update your website. If you have
True.
work that you want to put on your websites, or
Mm,
you could, this is a good time to start reading. You look into pictures again, study
mm,
photographers, study painting,
right.
study, you know uh, whatever genre that you enjoy. You can learn a
Mm,
different craft. You can take up a hobby which enables, I mean, you can listen to what people are saying. There are a lot of live sessions which are happening
mm,
these
yeah.
days, and you get to learn
Mm,
a lot. I
mm,
think that's what people need to do at this time. And
mm,
try to keep try to keep uh, a balanced kind of
mm,
life. You can do yoga if
mm,
you want. I mean,
mm,
it's important to keep a physical and mental balance at this time. It's a tough time. It's a really tough
mm.
time. Mm.
Right. And so, how are you, enjoying your time? You're backing up. That
Um.
is one thing. I
Mm,
know each and everything what you're doing, but tell
mm.
people a little bit about what you're doing and how you're doing it. There is something which you picked up, a hobby or something during this time that you would probably continue with later.
Hmm. So,
Mm,
Vineet, you know this. I don't look at my
mm,
pictures when I
mm,
come back from a trip. So I'm
mm,
looking at pictures which I had
mm,
taken in the past. And you
mm,
you probably do the same thing. We have
mm,
so many pictures that we've taken that we don't get the time
mm,
to look at them. So it's good
mm,
time to kind of catalog those pictures, see what
mm,
works, what doesn't work,
mm.
or to even look at your own contact sheets. See what
Right,
went wrong in a scene.
right.
So you learn a lot from contact sheets. That
Mm,
you,
mm,
not just somebody else's, but your own. Like, how did you react to that moment? What
mm,
went wrong in that moment?
Right.
So it kind of is important to do that at this point, and that's what I'm doing. I'm just looking
So,
inwards.
so
Hmm.
one question that keeps popping up,
Hmm.
and why do you feel composition is more important than content, or content is more important than composition?
I think, see, composition, Vineet, uh, like a good photograph is a question of proportions. I mean,
Mm,
any good design is a matter of proportions. It,
mm,
for me, a composition kind of reveals who the photographer is.
mm,
That's what you do as
right.
and that should be your preoccupation. You should
Mm,
know how to compose a scene. And if
mm,
what a photographer does is by
mm,
placing these elements, different
right.
elements
Right. Mm,
in a frame, he kind of seduces, if I can use that
mm,
word, the viewer to see
mm,
things the way he sees it. So if you
right.
don't place the elements,
Mm,
if you don't
mm,
place the elements correctly in a scene, if you put
mm,
them in a different
mm,
place that they need to be, I think
mm.
you lose the audience, because
All
you
right.
are sharing
Mm,
what you are sharing,
mm,
is you're suggesting, as a photographer, you are
mm,
suggesting that
mm.
this is what I want you to see,
Right. So
right?
let me just make it even more simpler. Yes, you use a very nice word, seducing. Good.
Mm,
But at the same time, it's a photograph is like writing a paragraph.
mm,
And we should know where to put the commas, where
mm.
to use the exclamation marks, and where to use the full stops.
Full stops,
So
yeah.
guys, when we do a combination of all these things, then
Mm.
we can definitely make a good picture. Right. Is there a specific focal length that you work on? Or you
28,
use
28,
28?
28.
Right.
I've used 35 a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but I've settled on 28 now because it's more
Right.
my style. It's become more of an extension of my eye. And I
Mm-hmm.
think we've discussed this a lot. And like,
Mm-hmm.
and people say 50 is what you normally see with your eyes. I think 50 is your cone of vision. It's what you see sharp. But
Mm-hmm.
if you include your peripheral vision, it's about 28,
Mm-hmm.
26 or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. So I think I enjoy 28 a lot because
Mm-hmm.
you see life like 28. And also it
Mm-hmm.
enables you to go close to your subject. It provides
Right.
intimacy to the viewer because
Mm.
he can actually touch the
Yeah,
person in that frame,
he can
not
be a
just
part of
us.
the frame.
So
Yeah, he can be a part of the frame.
he becomes a part of the frame because
Right.
you have taken him
Mm.
so close. You have
Mm.
taken him so close that he feels, oh, he's in the scene. Like he
Mm.
can almost smell the pictures, not just you, but he can also be a part
Right.
of that scene. So I think
Right.
28 is what is my preferred focal length. And I know it's also your preferred focal length.
Yeah, we that's what we pretty much doing the same thing.
Mm.
Any particular, before I get to the questions where people can throw the questions and you don't have to
Mm.
read your answers anymore, like people are saying. Any this is the last question which I want to tell you. Any
Mm.
specific accessory that you carry in your bag when you make pictures? It could be flash. It could be
I do carry a flash sometimes, and
hmm
I did use flash for some time, and you know that, and we had a
hmm
conversation where you didn't agree
hmm
with me that we should use a flash.
hmm
I
hmm
don't carry any, there's no accessory in my bag. There is a couple of
hmm
batteries.
hmm
There's, there is, actually, we don't carry a bag.
Yeah,
We
we
put our
don't.
batteries in our,
That's
we
what,
don't, yeah,
I
we
got
don't,
so surprised. Yeah,
yeah.
people know that you carry a Limca bottle and that's it, and that's it. So he
I do.
carries a camera and a Limca bottle and he's a Limca
So we don't
ambassador also.
we just hang our cameras. That's what we do. If you've seen,
Yeah.
people would have seen us shoot. We don't carry a
Mm.
camera bag. We have a lot
Mm.
of camera bags. We have a lot
Yeah.
of camera bags. We love buying camera bags, but we don't actually use it. And sometimes you
Mm.
get a lot of flag from our family because you're like, why would you buy a bag when you don't use it? We
Mm.
like buying bags, but we don't.
Mm.
I mean, you just have the camera around your waist and
Mm.
you have two batteries, maybe extra batteries, which also we don't end up using. So it's just
Mm.
that there's no accessory as such that my favorite accessory is shoes,
Yes,
if you
good
ask
pair of
me.
walking shoes. Good pair of
Yeah, it's
walking
very
shoes.
important, very important.
Yes.
And I think
Yeah.
it's important to have good shoes because you walk a lot. If you're going to walk like us, you remember,
Mm.
Vineet, we calculated last time we were in Singapore and
Yes.
we were there for 2.5 days and we walked 42 kilometers.
Yes,
in
it
those
was
2.5 days.
not a joke. The first
Yeah.
day we walked 27 kilometers, and I don't want to tell
Mm.
people where all we went because there was SneakerCon happening that day also. So let's not disclose
But
that fact.
you end up walking a lot as a street photographer,
Yeah,
so I think you
yeah.
need good shoes. Yeah.
Mm, all right. So, Rohit, my questions are over.
Yeah.
Literally,
I'm looking at the
I'll,
screen.
yeah, I'll call you after what all questions you have. But I have questions coming in which I've noted
Yeah,
down.
sure.
So
Sure.
there is a guy called
Mm-hmm.
Liad Kaur, I don't know. So he said
Mm-hmm.
how to develop my signature. How can he develop his signature voice? Uh, so that is the
Okay.
question. Then I'll come with the next question. Yeah.
Sure. So, signature. See, the for a photographer, it's you're not trying to make a fashion statement.
Right.
Style comes, and this is people actually see it before you do.
Hmm.
I would be able to see
Hmm.
it in Vineet's work and say, oh, this has
Hmm.
become your style. So
Hmm.
your signature, I think the viewer is able to see your signature much before you actually see it. And
Hmm.
they are able to tell you, oh, this is your signature. I
Hmm.
remember Dinesh sir telling me, oh, I can look at your picture and say, this is your picture. And till
Hmm.
that time, I didn't know I had a style. So
Hmm.
don't worry about creating a style. You're not
Hmm.
trying to create a fashion statement. If you're a street
Hmm.
photographer, I'm saying,
Hmm.
I mean, you could be
Hmm.
a fashion photographer, and yes, you should have all the
Hmm.
style that you want. But if
Hmm.
you are a street photographer,
Hmm.
uh, let people discover it. It's a voice, so people
I,
will
I
notice it.
think it's more like a DNA. You won't even
Yes.
know that you're leaving it behind, and you are
Yes.
leaving it behind. Because for a
Yeah.
lot of times, if you look back at your body of work, which you've shot over
Mm,
5, 10 years, and you will
mm,
definitely know that these are the imprints which you've left behind, and
mm.
probably you're picking up that little note and taking it on to the next. It's simply like if you if
Absolutely.
you if you listen
Absolutely.
to maybe Michael Jackson music, even if it was the earlier days, there's a
Mm.
kind of style which you'll realize that yes, he's been leaving it behind. So
I
that is
think
very.
what you said, and also like you can only connect these dots
Hmm,
looking backwards.
hmm,
You cannot connect these in the future. So
right.
you over a period of time, you will discover that
Hmm,
there is this signature that you
hmm,
have, and people
right.
would be able to tell you. And it's like Vineet said, it's in your DNA. You can't
Yeah.
hide it, even if you want.
Sure.
You will take
Yep.
the kind of pictures because it's your voice.
Hmm.
So
So
people
this
will see it.
next question, if you're ready, this is
Hmm.
by Undiscovered Frames. Explain about series and how pictures connect with each other. Is it connected by the same location or same subjects?
So again, like I said, photography is about your voice. Like
Hmm,
I'm doing that split screen, for example,
hmm, hmm,
how two pictures connect. It doesn't have to
hmm,
be from the same kind of
hmm,
place or even from the
hmm,
same time zone.
hmm,
If the picture talks to the next
hmm,
picture, like if you're making
hmm,
a book, and we do
hmm,
this exercise a lot, Vineet,
hmm,
if the picture connects with the next picture, and how does it connect with the next picture? Does it move on?
hmm,
It's a
hmm,
whole workshop that we do on how
right.
to do a
Hmm,
series. It's
yeah.
difficult to explain like in few words that how do you look at it in series, but
Hmm,
you could and these series you can do over a period of time.
hmm.
It's
So
not something you can.
so now,
Sorry.
Amber is asking, can you recommend some good books on photography? On the same note, can you just add on that if they want to learn about,
I I
signature
think
voice or apart from contact sheets by
I think
Magnum?
so my favorite book is obviously Bresson's
Hmm,
Decisive Moment.
hmm,
You can look at Alex Webb's work. He's
hmm,
phenomenal. There are a lot of new photographers who are coming up. There's a lot of you can go through Magnum books. They have a
hmm,
whole range of photographers, and you can see the style that you prefer. My
right.
classic style is Bresson's style.
Hmm,
And if I had to put another style, there'll be Alex Webb. So
right.
Alex has done a lot of work. He has big
Hmm,
giant books. Raghuveer Singh does a lot of. I mean, his books are great. I look at
hmm,
for color. I look at Dinesh sir's books, and
hmm.
they
Yeah,
really
he's
inspire me.
fantastic. Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, his color sense. If I had to pick one photographer, I pick my color,
Hmm,
sense from is Dinesh sir. So Dinesh
right.
Khanna sir. If you, I mean, I'm
Hmm,
sorry if I'm not taking the full name, but
hmm,
Dinesh Khanna sir's work. If you look at color in his, I mean, it'll teach you a lot of things without even.
right,
And you can ask
right.
him. He's very approachable. So
Yeah.
we learned. Both of us have learned a lot just by
Hmm.
looking at color works by him. Sure.
Okay. So Vivek is asking, which is your favorite picture of both of you? Like, which one I like about you and which one you like about me? So if I'll tell you the first one, which I
Hmm.
like about you. Uh, there's this guy who appears like a woman of a ghost. She's sitting with her hands like this. You know
Hmm.
which picture I'm talking about, the red
Hmm.
voile and the
Hmm.
black face, where you can't
Yeah.
really know what the person is all about. It's
Hmm.
very, it just takes me inside the frame, and I become
Hmm.
a part of the frame, and I start questioning myself. So that is my favorite frame for you. And what's your
It's
favorite frame?
it's very difficult. I mean, for me, there's so many frames, and for various reasons,
Mm,
there's so many frames that I like because some of them are like, oh my God, how did you even think about it?
mm.
And there are pictures like that. I mean, even the birds flying on that
No,
man.
one
How
one
did you?
picture. You have to still take. I mean, you have to take that picture. You have to take one picture if you must. I mean, if given a choice that if you want to
I
be
I
framed
would
of
I
that
would
picture.
pick up the dog's tail
Mm,
because it's also where you shoot a lot, and to
mm,
create new frames again and again
mm,
from that place, it's not easy. So the
right.
dog tail meeting the dots, if somebody's seen it, not seen it, I
Mm,
don't know. That
mm.
picture would be my favorite if I had to pick just one. There are so many
Rohit,
though. I
we
mean,
are getting plenty of questions, so we have to really rush this up.
okay,
What is the
okay.
future of smartphones in street photography?
Smartphones or the cameras in the smartphones? I
Yeah,
mean,
this is
so
by Atul.
any
This is
any
by Atul
Okay,
Hundu.
so
What's the future?
so it's something that you carry every day. So it's a
Mm,
great tool to have in your pocket. You don't have to worry if you don't carry your cameras. Just if you have a smartphone, it can take great pictures. I mean,
mm,
the sensors are good enough now in most of smartphones. So just I mean it's a good tool to have in your pocket because you don't
mm,
miss a moment. We take a lot of
mm.
phone pictures, a lot of phone
Yeah,
pictures. Both of us take a
yeah.
lot of pictures, and they become
Mm,
like sketches, like a fast sketch,
mm.
sometimes, and sometimes even great pictures. We've taken a lot of pictures which are from cell phone. I'm
All right.
answering this quickly now.
This is another
Yes,
very, very interesting question. I really like
sure.
this question.
Hmm.
Exposure triangle. Photographer is trying to convey a message, but
Hmm.
if the viewer perceives it differently, would you consider the photograph a failure?
No. The
Yeah,
Again, we were talking about visual literacy. If
yeah.
somebody doesn't understand, like I said, I don't understand modern art. It
Mm,
doesn't mean that that is
mm,
rubbish. It
right.
means that I need more knowledge to
Mm,
understand it. And sometimes
mm,
it's a shame. It's really a
mm,
shame sometimes that only street
mm,
photographers understand street photography work. But
mm,
it's not really a failure. If you
mm.
don't get likes or if you don't get followers because of a picture, it doesn't really matter. I mean,
Yeah,
you've
that's.
created something which is close to your heart. You
And
cannot you
I just
sorry.
I also want to answer this exposure triangle. That how
Hmm.
are you measuring it as a failure?
Hmm.
Just by
Hmm.
likes? In
Hmm.
today's world, I think we are really relying on likes to be really saying whether somebody likes a picture or not.
Hmm.
Guys, please come out of this mode of somebody liking the picture or not. Make pictures for yourself. Enjoy the craft. I keep on saying this. I think
Don't
please
mimic.
have
Yeah,
belief.
don't mimic.
Yeah, belief in yourself.
And
What are you doing?
I'll give you an example.
Hmm.
I have a photographer in the house, right?
Hmm.
It's very easy for me to mimic, right? I can mimic
Right,
him, right?
right.
But
Hmm.
I stand no chance if I mimic somebody. If I
Hmm.
mimic Vineet, I have no chance of becoming a photographer because I can only be a second-hand version of Vineet, right?
True.
So it's very
Hmm.
important to, I mean, I said yesterday I was talking to somebody and I said, if you have to mimic something, mimic nature. You don't mimic somebody else. You will always be a second-hand copy of somebody. And, it's sad because people mimic to be accepted. You
You
don't,
know,
you're not doing photography to be accepted, just to
Rohit, I
make
think
frames that somebody
you
else has
you've
made.
you've
Sure.
just hit the nail very, very correctly. I think both of us are living examples that living
Yeah.
in the same place, uh,
Mm,
being brought up together, everything
mm,
same, but we
mm,
work differently without
mm, mm.
mimicking each other's work.
Yeah.
Also, and trust me, people don't know that. I think we have 85% of or 90% of water in our bodies. I think 95 or 97% of mine and Rohit's DNA is same. We probably
Mm,
listen to the same music. We're wearing the same clothes. I'll tell you, a lot of times. I just want to tell the viewers that a lot
mm,
of times we go to the same store at
mm.
different times and pick up the same thing. It is
And we come,
very,
I
very
mean, and it's very, and we would come
yeah,
out of our room sometimes and
wearing
all we
wearing
wear
the
the
same
same
clothes.
clothes
So we
because
are
we
that
think so much
similar,
like that. Yeah,
and we are that
but we don't
similar.
try to
But our
mimic.
work
It's not.
is, yeah,
Mm,
what our
mm,
work is different. And please
mm,
try to have your own voice and own word.
mm,
Right, quickly
mm.
moving to the next one.
Sure,
This
sure.
is Uxgram. Any common ritual you both follow before going at shoot? Yeah, we fold our hands in
We,
front of Father and say that.
no, no, I think there's no there's no ritual as such. I don't shoot as much as Vineet does. Vineet shoots every day. There's no common ritual. We have a very different style, very different kind of. We even if we go together, and people know this. Even if we go
Mm,
together to shoot, we go in our own directions and meet only when Nihari is ready, and we meet in Kareem's for Nihari. We don't have a ritual. No ritual.
yeah, basically, and also during, if we have shoots, professional shoots also, and we have the entire day, please
Mm,
know that we have our creative differences. It is bound to have, but
mm,
we come together at the same place after a while.
mm.
So
Yes.
spend whenever you step out. Photography is not a group sport, guys, and especially
Yeah.
street photography. When you
It's
step
not.
out with your friends, just go in your different ways, meet each other after a time, and then go ahead with whatever your plan. Somebody just asked, "Are you guys brothers?" Yeah,
No, no, we're
we
not.
are. Yeah, we are. So this is the next question. Uncropped stories. Explain the detail what daily life means, and also is it a subset of street? All right. I
Uh,
think what he wants to know is what is the difference between, the normal snapshots and street photography?
it's for me, street photography or street photograph is drawing kind of relations between things.
Mm, mm-hmm,
Not just that I saw this,
mm,
but kind of how did I draw that like how did I see the foreground, background, and the
mm,
middle ground, and how I draw relationships. It's about the
mm,
approach, I think. I
mm.
think that's what
Yeah.
he's asking. I'm not very
Yeah,
sure about
it
what
is.
he's.
So let me tell you, buddy, this is uncropped stories. It is
Hmm,
not about the location. Street is not about
hmm,
the location. It is the approach.
hmm,
It is how you get into the moment and get ready with the shot. All right.
right,
Now,
right.
this is by Ibrar. He's a very dear
Hmm,
friend.
hmm.
How do you make relationship between your split work? Do you think of a photo and take a second photo, or you find it from your collection?
Again, I think I tried to explain it yesterday, and I still have these pictures here. So again, you have these. Vineet and I both have these, and we take prints a lot. It's
Mm,
about putting two pictures together and thinking which one works together. And it's
mm,
it's what we do. It's actually not done like this. It's put on the
mm,
wall, and
mm,
we kind of play with it. And it's not done on the computer, if you want to ask that.
mm.
It's not done on Photoshop. It's mostly done in hand or on the wall, where you put two pictures together and then see, oh, this kind of works together. And it has it it's not it's again personal taste, what I like. And Vineet
Mm,
might not like it, and sometimes Vineet has told me, oh, maybe this picture would have worked with that split screen better, or
mm,
maybe if you would have changed it. And he would message me and say, oh, this should have been a millimeter here. And he sent me a
mm.
crop and saying, this should have been a millimeter here, would have been a better thing. So it's a very personal choice, and you
Let
combine two
let me tell
pictures.
the
Yeah.
viewers that we both have different styles, but we're also
Mm,
working on a book, and
mm,
that is also called the Split Brothers. So we're
mm.
working on that book, and you'll get to see what how combination of different
It's
viewpoints or voice come together and make a one final voice.
it's
So
a
Rohit,
very interesting project, which I don't know if you want to talk about it right now, but
no,
yeah.
not right now. Just giving them a hint.
Yeah,
Rahul,
yeah,
okay, this is by Rahul. How not to disturb the environment on street because when people see the camera, they get conscious.
yeah. So very, I mean, it's a good question. Everyone wants to know that. I think what
Mm,
happens is when you go in a scene, it's like throwing a stone or a rock in water. You have to wait for the water to settle down before you
mm,
actually, take that frame. So
mm,
either you catch the fish when it's settled, or
mm,
the first shot that you get that shot. I mean, sometimes you
mm.
don't get the second or the third shot. So you
Right.
try, either you stay in the scene long enough that,
Mm,
everyone is settled down, they
mm,
get back to their own business. And we do that. But sometimes it's the first or the second shot that you get. So you have
mm,
to be fast, you have to be invisible.
mm.
You really have to be
Right.
invisible on the
So,
street.
so last two questions, right? Sorry, I know I'm taking a lot of time. but
No, I'm
this is
happy.
by Nitish because I really
Sure.
like this question. So that's why I'm
Sure.
making it second last. Otherwise, this would have been the last question.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any instance when you both have shot a same frame,
Mm.
same composition by chance or by accident?
No.
I don't
No,
remember.
I don't. We even in the same place, looking at the same
Yeah.
things. We've never done that. We've never done that, and also we
Hmm.
don't again like we don't walk together. So
Yeah.
even if we go out together, and I mean, if there are a lot of people who have attended our workshops,
Hmm.
we don't walk together even in our workshops. We walk
Right.
like there's at least a 200-meter difference between us, so we
Right.
don't actually see the same things or click the same things. We've
Hmm.
never shot. I don't even think we've taken pictures
Hmm.
together ever.
Yeah.
Even
We've
looking
we've
back,
we've taken
like
same clothes together at different times,
mm,
not knowing, but not the picture, same picture.
not pictures. We haven't. We
Yeah.
have even on family holidays when we had like
Hmm.
just one camera. I mean,
Yeah.
we would take different pictures. Hmm.
Rohit, last question, very quick.
Sure.
This is by
Hmm.
NASA. How
Hmm.
important is hidden work for artists, which only mentor or few people have seen?
How important is it? Is that what he's asking?
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
he's
very
saying how
important. It's.
important is hidden work? How
I
important
don't
is
understand what
hidden
is
work?
hidden. What is hidden work? I don't understand.
I think it's something which you haven't
People who you haven't
showcased.
shown on it's important to have that kind of work. I mean, both of us, we don't show all our work because
Mm,
then it kind of like then there's no joy when you go and see an exhibition for example,
mm,
or you see a book because
mm,
when you see a book you don't want to see pictures that you've already seen. You want to see
mm,
new work. So it is
mm,
important to have hidden pictures or pictures that you haven't shown anybody, but you have
mm.
to at some point show it to your mentor or somebody you trust so that you
Right,
get a viewpoint,
right.
not just put it on social media. And social media only, uh, I mean, we have existed before social media, so
Mm,
I don't understand the concept
yeah.
of hidden pictures. We've
Mm.
there's work that we have from years that nobody's
Yeah,
ever seen. So
we have
it's
some film shots which I don't think
yeah,
can now be relevant
yeah,
enough to be on the frame. So Rohit,
yeah,
before I hang up,
yes,
let's just tell the viewers once again the definition of street photography. What we'll do is I'll start with one word, you start with the next, and we start making this a
sure.
dialogue so that everybody understand that this is street
Hmm.
photography. So let me
Hmm.
just start with one word, which I feel street photography is: candid.
You shouldn't have said candid.
All
But
right.
anyways, that you said it, it's subjective. It's subjective.
All right. Temporary.
Uh, Viewpoint, your own viewpoint,
Approach.
personal. Um,
Mm,
Composition.
composition. Do you think, okay, let's think of what else. It's not wildlife.
It's not fashion.
All right. So, the best when I started earlier days and people used to ask me what is street photography, I would try to ask them what is not street photography. So
Yeah,
product photography is not street photography, landscape photography is not street photography, and then sports is not. But while you're doing sports photography, something could be happening right behind you and you could be making street pictures. So street,
absolutely.
let's make this on a very, very straight tone that it is something temporary which tells a story, subjective interpretation, and also it is where you put your own inputs as a viewer to make it a street shot.
Yes.
Rohit,
Yes.
thank you so much for
Thanks,
coming
Sunny.
here,
Thank you.
spending
Thank
some
you.
time with Leica conversations, and I'm going to
Thank
call
you.
you after this.
Thank you.
Thank you,
See you guys.
everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.